I'm Carlos Vargas.
Eno Saris.
Lance Brosdowski.
Clinton Yates.
Howard Kendrick.
Howie Kendrick has made it 3-2.
What was your welcome to the big leagues moment?
Oh, my welcome to the big leagues moment. I got a chance a couple years ago to do sideline reporting at a Cubs game, and I think I had like a little open, so I like walked up on the steps and like looked out at Wrigley Field. Like actually on the field is very different than going into the stadium, so that was definitely a moment where I was very grateful for everything I've done and everyone that supported me along the way.
Got on second base, and Derek Jeter comes up and he starts talking to me, and he kind of was like, "Hey man, welcome to the big leagues." And then later that year, playing against the White Sox and Paul Konerko, I'll never forget this. This was kind of like one of the moments that gave me chills. Was, I got on first base, I hit a single, and we were talking. I was like, man, I remember playing with you guys on video games and looking up to you guys. And he says to me, he goes, "Yeah, it's not you guys anymore, it's us." And to me, like, even still to this day, I get goosebumps thinking about that conversation. And that was kind of like my true welcome to the big leagues moment.
I used to have longer hair, and I walked into the Astros clubhouse one time, and Humberto Quintero, as I walk in, he goes, "That's some big league hair right there."
I used to be a big Ronnie Belliard fan, and I've gotten a chance to write a feature on him. The guy was basically not interested in talking to me at all. He told me that his favorite thing to do was go to the mall and hang out with his family, and that was it. But I love Ronnie B, so that was nothing against him. I was just overly excited for something that wasn't really that big of a deal.
First game in the big leagues, and I'm never going to forget about it. Snow out in the fifth. It was a snow, the first time that I see snow in my life. The next day, we don't play because it was a snow out, we don't play the second game. But that was something that I'm never going to forget about.
Fictional baseball players draft, movies, video games. Who are you selecting first?
Oh, that's a great question. Probably Pablo Sanchez Backyard Baseball. That feels like the easy answer. I'll go with that.
I think The Natural, man. I love that movie. Watching that, the hitter that he was, it's just something special.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
That's SpongeBob SquarePants, but I'm a little too old for that. I actually I only know that because I know that, not because I watched that show.
You what?
What is your guilty pleasure fast food order?
Oh, Chick-fil-A. I crush Chick-fil-A. I go 12 nuggets, medium fry, and deluxe sandwich, no pickles. I could eat that every day.
No drink?
I usually don't go drink. I'm already getting so many calories and terrible food in me that I don't need more sugar in like a Coke, so I'll just go water.
No, I don't eat a lot of fast food. That's how I keep this sexy body, okay? Come on now.
I've been talking to Darwin Barney, second baseman for the Cubs back in the day. He was wondering if he had any trade value at the deadline, and he was saying he didn't. And I was saying, come on, Darwin, your defensive numbers are top of the league. Like, you definitely have some trade value. Somebody's going to need you to have a decent glove at second base. And he liked that answer. Of course, I told him he had value. He kind of smiled to himself, walked away. I started talking to somebody else, and across the clubhouse, I hear, "Nerd!"
If you could spend a day with any MLB mascot, who would it be?
Definitely the Philly Fanatic.
Wow, the Philly Fanatic. It's crazy. And I have to say Slider from Cleveland, too. The team that I played. That guy was they funny. They make everybody happy, and especially the kids. That's the most important.
If you could fight any mascot in baseball, who would you fight?
I'll go with Philly Fanatic. That might be an interesting battle. I feel like he's so funny that if you actually get him in a brawl, I don't think he'd be able to beat you up.
Right.
Because he'd probably just be running away or like trying to stun you in some way that would screw things up. So I'm going to go Philly Fanatic.
I think the Rockies are like the worst run organization in baseball. And so I would take that energy out on whatever that purple dinosaur thing is. It also doesn't make any sense. Like, what? I think it has something to do with dinosaur bones found when they made the park or something. But like, when you think of Denver, do you think of dinosaurs? I mean, the whole thing is ridiculous.
Probably Bobcat in Arizona. Not really sure I understand that mascot in general. It's got some weird history. He does walk around with a personal hype person with his own music, even in the tunnel. I've seen that with my own eyeballs, so it's definitely true.
What is your go-to karaoke song?
I don't do karaoke that much. Probably go like maybe like some Backstreet Boys or something.
Go.
Just like kind of make the music louder than my voice so you can't hear me. I guess I'd go Backstreet Boys. Yeah, I can't even name a song. Probably like I Want It That Way. Is that one of theirs?
Yeah.
That is them. That's not NSYNC.
I think it's Backstreet Boys. I don't know.
What do you think is the single nerdiest baseball stat you know?
Maybe the one I created, Stuff Plus. It's a stat that takes the physical correct characteristics of a pitch and tries to relate it to outcomes. So, you know, how good a stuff is, how good a player's stuff is. I think it's a kind of a funny thing because everybody knows what stuff is. And I just put a plus on the end of it, and it's a stat. So that makes it pretty nerdy, I think.
What are you asking Santa for this year?
You know what? I don't really, having kids now, and I don't really ask for much for Christmas. So hopefully, just a great holidays, man. Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. And if it was me and I could ask my wife for any one thing, it'd probably be a new exotic car. But I know that's not going to happen. So,
well, first of all, health. Second, I would like to be part of a championship. Cleveland haven't won. I work for the Cleveland Guardians, and I hope that next year we can bring a championship to our organization.
And lastly, this is for a YouTube video. Do you watch YouTube at all?
I watch YouTube enough. I keep a screen on, typically. And this is 2023. Who doesn't watch YouTube?
I do watch YouTube, yeah.
What do you watch?
I watch a lot of baseball stuff. I'm trying to grow my own audience in that space. I know you guys do a great job with that. I was just looking at your channel, and I don't know how you have that much followers because I have like 2,000 and I'm struggling to grow. But yeah, I like watching a lot of live music, which is really weird, but I love watching live music concerts, baseball content, foul territory and stuff, and I will be starting to watch you guys, obviously.
Lance, thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it.
no problem, man.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
No
Appreciate
problem, man. Absolutely.
Hey, really quick, we do have a couple more thank yous to give out. We also did film interviews with Jake Mintz from Cespedes Family Barbecue and Fox Sports, Danny Wexelman from ESPN, SiriusXM Radio, and SNY, Jolly Olive from John Boy Media, and Mike Mayer from Metzmerized. They all went really well, but for no fault of anybody in particulars, we kinda don't have the audio for any of them. We are very sorry about that, and when we get a chance to do something like this again, we hope to get him back on. Highlights included Danny drafting Bigfoot as her #1 fictional baseball player, and Jolly correctly identifying Brad Emis based on his 14-game MLB stat line. Again, thank you to everyone who participated in this video, and thank you for watching.